Ladies and gentlemen, the start of the parade. Annual Woodbridge Township Veterans Day Parade. Walked this down Main Street before, and
ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome everybody
nice
to the
to see
2021 Veterans Parade.
It's nice to see the
We'd like to thank
nice
our
crowd
Woodbridge
that turned
Police
out.
Department for escorting our contingents today down Main Street.
And leading
We'd like
the
to
parade
thank the Woodbridge Fire Company too
is
for being
the
here
Woodbridge
today to
High
pay tribute
School
to our veterans.
JROTC. Colonel Thomas Parker is the senior Army instructor, and Army instructor is Sergeant Major Jameson Johnson. JROTC program serves as a character and leadership development program for our nation's high school students. It is a congressionally mandated program that focuses on the youth. Woodbridge Township JROTC. Established in Woodbridge in 2014. And we got a little space here for more of our fans to show up. This is an excellent turnout. This has to be the best turnout we've ever had for the parade. And now coming down.
Now coming into view is the American Legion Post 87. They are being led by today's Grand Marshal, Daniel Dunn.
Dan Dunn is the
Air Force veteran.
our new state commander, Post 87. He is also our Grand Marshal. He's there with his wife.
Post 87 was chartered on January 13th.
And with him is he's got some officers from the post. He's got Mike Babley. He's got Gene O'Grady, Sam Alpin, Mike Schaefer, and Gene Babley. Our state commander right here locally and from American Legion Post 87. And I would be amiss not to mention Mike Jarnakowski, who is the commander of Post 87. As the men and women of the post proudly march by. And this is a group we owe. And here comes Mike Jarnakowski.
The director is Kelly Felson, the fife sergeant is Amy Alder, and the drum sergeant is Jeremy Lossler. The Colonial Musketeers fight the drum were established.
And there we go with Colonel Slitty. Colonial Musketeers. This is a fife and drum group out of Hackettstown, New Jersey. I said Colonial, I meant Colonial. Boy, when you think of that, they're veterans. And here are our dignitaries. We have our mayor, Congressman Malone.
Now we have our dignitaries, led by Mayor John Foreman.
Council people, Debbie Meehan.
Councilwoman at large, Liz Fabia Jesus.
Second
Ward Councilman Howie Bauer. Councilman at large,
Bauer.
Kyle Anderson.
Let's see if I can get them all. Kyle Anderson.
Our Chief of Staff, Carolyn
Ron Rios from Carteret. And we have our good friend, close friend, Charlie Kenny. And here's the North Jersey Young Marines.
County Commissioner Charles
Very
Kenny.
proud of them, being led by Young Marine Crest. Proud of this young group, as we say, the few, the proud.
And right behind them, we have our North Jersey Young Marines.
He got a little break here, so we can go over a couple of the groups as they went by fairly quickly. Colonial Musketeers Fire and Drum Corps Director is Kelly Felson, 5th Sergeant at Army. Special thanks to all our dignitaries that showed up. And fortunately now we have with us our mayor. And I will say that we were yesterday I had a chance to present to the mayor. I went down to the Vietnam Veterans
That's right. You got the award for us.
And yeah, this township is one of the few towns in the state of New Jersey that does so much for the
Yep.
veterans. Mayor's initiated our Veterans Alliance, but there's so much. They maintain the parade, visiting the schools.
These
And
guys are the T. Nolte Post 471, American Legion.
This is my home post.
That's
This
right. My dad's home post, too.
is a great post. It's a very active post.
Marines in the Woodbridge High School JROTC.
How about we get Congressman Frank Pallone out? He's going to have some
Absolutely.
other stops to go. Here we go, Frank.
And now here comes Cub Scout Pack 148. Jeffrey Broadwell's the Cub Master. Bethany Broadwell's the committee chairperson. Frank Kemper Jr. is the charter organization rep.
Good, Frank, you're on.
Pack 148.
Well, I'm here for the Woodbridge Veterans Day Parade. Got a lot of people participating, a lot of veterans. Cub Scout are just passing by after the American Legion. A lot of people along the roadway. It's a little overcast today, but people are still out, and it's a nice day, and we certainly want to be here to honor our veterans. I have to say, Woodbridge is a great place for veterans. I'm looking at the train tracks, and I see the various murals for the Revolutionary War, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and other wars. And then, of course, they have the banners for all the hometown heroes who served. Very few towns that actually do so much to honor veterans and make sure that people remember veterans. But that's certainly the case in Woodbridge, and it's really important that they do that. So I want to thank the mayor and the council for all they do to promote veterans. And I also want to say that one of the most important things we can do at the federal level in Congress and the president is to make sure that when people do come back, that we have ways for them to find work, that they get some kind of preference with federal jobs, and also that we provide for their health care, particularly for those who are disabled, and make sure that we have good VA hospitals and clinics. That's really important to say thank you to our veterans and honor those in particular who passed during the war. So thank you again, Mayor. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, Congressman. We just, I was just mentioning the mayor, Woodbridge was one of the few towns in the state of New Jersey that actually won an award for what they do for our veterans. So
Oh, that's terrific.
kudos to our mayor.
Absolutely.
Here's the Railway JROTC. There's their drill team. They're going to be working with us now with the North Jersey Young Marines, helping us do boot camp.
Let me bring in Commissioner Director Ron Rios. It's going to take me a while to get used to saying commissioner instead of freeholder.
Yeah, for some reason, Mayor, that was not working.
Not working, okay.
Oh.
Okay,
You're good.
Oh,
Hey,
I just want to say hello to everyone, and I thank Woodbridge for putting this Veterans Day Parade on every year. It's so great, such a great turnout, and so many marchers in the groups. It's kudos to Woodbridge. I mean,
you know what? It's a little bit of a cold day, and there's still a lot of people out here.
yes.
Mentioning the streets are really filled with people.
They are,
It's
they are.
really nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. It's the least we could do to pay tribute to all our veterans for serving and serving so well. I mean, we have a lot to be thankful for.
I'm going to give up my mic now, bring in State Senator Joe Vitale. Senator.
Here's the right behind the Railway JROTC is the Marine Corps League. The commandant is Gary White. Gary also was commander of the. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Munford Point Marines. So Gary's fairly active with our youth groups. Now with me is Senator Vitale and our freeholder, our very own freeholder from Woodbridge, Charlie Kenny. Gentlemen, welcome.
Good to be here.
Hello, Joe.
And again, here comes our Marine Corps League with Gary White. With him is also Kelly Atkinson, who's very big with the Munford Point Marines. Munford Point Marines was the all-black unit that started for World War II.
It's a great group. Gary is amazing.
Gary's.
Organizer and keeps everybody.
He helps me with the North Jersey Young Marines. And now the United States Naval Sea Cadets from Naval Weapons Station Earl, led by Lieutenant Commander Rich Bauman, who you won't see. Rich is kind of hidden.
Commanding Officer, LCDR, Richard Bauer.
Well, they do a lot of good work. They're super fast. And these are young kids that are really engaged and energized to be part of this organization. And you know, if they'd like to, you know, in the future have a career in the military, but you know, keeping the memories of all of our veterans alive and all the work that they do is really special.
It was great when we brought them to the Menlo Park home. The veterans there just loved them.
It also sets them on a path for service in our community and throughout the state and the country.
How you guys doing?
We just had one of our young Marines go in the Marine Corps. We have one on the way. So these kids are. Everybody talks about our future, but I think we are in great shape. We read in the press all the bad stuff, but there are so many great kids out there.
That is true.
And here's Post 248 with the usual trailer. Thank goodness there's some of our older veterans that have a hard time marching this short distance.
Services at the Woodbridge, Avenel, and Colony area.
And Senator Vitale is a strong advocate for veterans. Before this virus hit and the Navy had to shut down Fleet Week, every year he would provide transportation, a little breakfast, transportation to Fleet Week where they board the ship with private tours. And a bunch of us, as old timers, get together and just kind of relive our days when we were the fearless and invincible.
Yeah, we said the bus is over. These guys are, you know, when they look at these young Marines and young sailors out on those ships in New York, they see themselves as
They do,
were
exactly.
50,
Yes,
60,
they
40,
should.
50, 60 years ago, and it's really special for them to relive that experience.
Yeah, you watch their faces and it's just amazing.
You see the technologies change, you know, but the mission's the same.
Ships are still gray and the men are still of steel.
Water is still wet.
And VFW 4410, another busy post right here in Woodbridge. One of the things the Veterans Post do is they serve fellow veterans, they serve the community, they serve the youth. That's their three main goals.
Now here comes the JFK Memorial High School Marching Mustang.
This is my alma mater.
Director of Josh Carrera.
Yeah, both my children went there.
Mustangs are in their 52nd season and important to stand in the field at every JFK varsity football game, both home and away.
And Freeholder Kenny, I know the Middlesex County, wrong one. Middlesex County is a huge supporter of veterans. The Veterans Housing Program was initiated.
I know Director Rios is here from the County Commission, but he led the effort with our former colleague, Marquita Valenti, to set up the programs here so homelessness amongst our veterans is zero.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Once we get them into the process, they're moved into housing and given the benefits and services that are there. And that's what we need to do. The one thing we can't do is forget once they get back the sacrifice, not only made by them, but by their families too.
Yeah, no, what a tremendous program. It went from, I don't know, the number to 0, which is great. That's just,
Yes.
no one else does that. That's just crazy. Here's our Golden Girl Scouts group. They are always here supporting the veterans, and nice to see some of the pictures of some of us oldies.
So at this point, I am going to say thank you to our veterans. Thank you to their families for the sacrifices that they made.
I am so glad you said that, because the families are, yes, they're just
Yes.
as much a part of it as
We need to remember, I was reading an article this morning about the food crisis amongst our lower grade military men and women that are serving and their families. And you know, when we think about helping our community and those in need, believe it or not, those are the ones that are in need. So I am going to say thank you to them again. And John, thank you for what you're doing. 'Cause I know you work hard for veterans
Thank
in
you
town.
very much, Freeholder.
Scott Schroeder is the leading guy.
Thank you, John, and thank you for the chance to say a few words.
Oh, Senator, thank you for
Can't do enough for our veterans, so thank you.
Thank you for everything you do for our veterans. Looking forward to a future bus trip, though.
I know.
And as soon as we have our That's one of the. It's a nice sound, but it's a little loud.
Tough for the audio, that's for sure.
Okay, there's Boy Scout Troop 148, and now with me is Councilman Kyle Anderson. Kyle's been a councilman for how long now?
11 years.
Okay, 11
Yep.
years, and served as the township well.
Always look forward to this day. Woodbridge is known for its parade, but this one, there's not many Veterans Day parades in Middlesex County anymore, but it's nice to know that we're still here honoring our vets.
Now there we go. Bill Wisk is marching, is with 1352, but he's marching with 7164.
That's Dancing Bill, right?
Dancing, yeah, exactly. Dancing.
He's always dancing at the events.
He stays busy.
That's right, and fit.
Well, one of the reasons why they're making all that noise is it's on purpose. What they're doing is they're kind of waking everyone up to just remember veterans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's done on purpose.
Let them know.
Exactly.
We're here to
Exactly.
honor them when they need it the most.
Right.
Now, John, you served in the Navy, right?
I was a sailor, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 4 years of looking at salt water, nothing but salt water.
I come from a long family of Marines. My father was a Marine, and also my uncle was a colonel in the Air Force.
Oh, wow. Colonel.
Yeah.
06.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's American Irish Association. They're always a huge help. We've had lawn signs out, which helps the crowd show up, which is really, really nice.
American Irish shows up for every parade. Very involved in all the parades, especially the St. Patrick's Day, of course. You know.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's a huge parade.
That is a huge one.
When I was Parks and Recreation Director, they were challenging us for the amount of people. It was really with the holiday parades. So those are two huge parades in town. One of these days, the Veteran Day is going to be that big. We're working on. Brian Goldarm is really working to increase this.
The parents have their kids out, strollers, showing their pride for America and their love of veterans.
It is so nice to see all us old veterans, and then you turn around, you look, and you see that's what it's all about. There's our future generation.
That's right. We have Pack 523.
Excellent. Now, I was just telling the mayor, and I'm hoping the mayor lets the rest of the world know that Woodbridge Township just won an award for being one of the best communities for veterans. I went down to the Veterans Memorial, Vietnam Veterans Memorial, and the governor presented me with a thing for the Woodbridge Township.
That's wonderful. And we have a lot of partnerships with some of the businesses in the area. I know Sansone is very active and gave a significant grant for helping veterans get back into the workforce after they've stopped their military service, and they also help their spouses as well.
That's true. When you figure someone's in the military service, for instance, I was electrician's mate in the Navy, so that billed me well when I left. But if you're a torpedo man, if you're a gunner's mate, there's not too much in civilian life. So it's great to see Sansone do things like that.
Absolutely.
It's nice to see the Cub Scouts here with the pictures of veterans.
That's wonderful, and you see it also throughout Woodbridge on the streets. The streets are lined with honorifics for the servicemen and women from Woodbridge Township, and family members can reach out to, I believe, Post 471 will assist you in getting your family member's picture for next year at this time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Got to do it early, though.
Yeah, I think it's a $100 fee, but it's great. If you drive through the town, you'll see all these different poles. And it's just a picture of the veteran, which I love. Look at all of these pictures of our veterans.
It's great.
Vietnam War veteran, Army, Navy. Wow, there's the old Donald Duck hat on the Navy. That was just before my time. we had the Dixie Cups.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
But the Donald Duck was the dark hat.
Wow, he has one with a Civil War veteran here
Oh, wow.
from Woodbridge. That's a That's some picture.
That is some picture. Here's a couple of World War II vehicles coming. 2 World War II Jeeps. Wow, all-girl Cub Scout pack. Amazing.
Awesome.
Are open to girls kindergarten through 5th grade.
Unbelievable.
Gary White from
Pack 26.
Marines. Yeah.
0001. Aaron Soames, Stephanie Salazar are the leaders.
As long as rough as they look, these Jeeps were a luxury. You could actually sit on your backside instead of wearing out your legs.
These Jeeps were well known. If you like to watch MASH, you'd see them on MASH. I believe Scott Osborne's one of the owners. Yeah, there's a principal, Scott Osborne there, who is a proud owner of one of his Army Jeeps, and he brings it out for the parade every year.
And then a special thank you to our
And
Woodbridge
here's our first responders or rescue squads. What a job they do.
24/7.
24/7,
They're
there.
always there for you. I know with running the Woodbridge Broncos, Pop Warner, we always have them on speed dial if one of our athletes goes down with an injury.
Oh, they are just amazing. They monitor this entire community. There's nothing. This is one of the best communities in the world, folks.
Absolutely. I'm going to be turning over my headset to our councilwoman here.
sometimes known as the Mayor's Marines. Whatever this wonderful town
Here's search. We can't say enough about the civilian emergency response team. They are here to just do all sorts of amazing stuff with us. Now with me is Councilwoman Debbie Meehan.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Councilman Howie Bauer.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm
all
sorry,
right.
Howie. No, it's been so many names up here. But Councilman, here's our Veterans Day Parade. The turnout looked really
Great,
nice.
yeah, great turnout today on the road.
We'll see you next year.
It's great that we can do that this year. People really missed it last year where we couldn't honor our vets, so it's a great day to get out here and honor all our Woodbridge Township veterans.
Now, I am going to mention to you, because I mentioned to all the council people, I just handed the mayor the other day an award. Woodbridge Township was one of the few towns in the state of New Jersey that got recognized for what it does for its veterans. I went down there, Governor Phil Murphy handed me a certificate that was, and there's very few communities, a couple counties and whatever, but very few. So Woodbridge residents need to be proud of what they do for their veterans. And
Yeah,
the veterans
they
appreciate
do.
it.
Yes, the mayor's great with all the organizations in our township. You know, they do so much for everybody, and we can't thank the administration, my fellow councilmen, and you too, to come out on your day and celebrate this great day with all our veterans.
It's a great camaraderie, and we have a great spokesperson for us in Councilwoman Meehan.
Yeah, this week has been a really nice week through all the schools and all the programs they've done for the veterans, where it's so important that the children learn about the veterans and the history of veterans and how proud we should be of them. So it's been Woodbridge Township really did an excellent job. The school systems did a wonderful job celebrating our veterans this year, as they always do.
This is just an unbelievable time for a veteran to be in. And at the schools yesterday, they had a luncheon for the veterans, and it was amazing to watch all the students in the atrium.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Waving and saluting, and there must have been 40 of us veterans there, and there was not one of us who didn't just feel it inside. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for this year's watching this year's Veterans Day Parade. Thank goodness we could have it after last year. Thank you to everybody who made this happen.
Yeah, and
Brian
thank you
Molnar.
to all our veterans.